All right. Well, thank you everyone for being here. I'm Erin, your host. We'll get started with our Mindfulness Monday. Also want to remind you of some of our other programming we have to offer through our PD Health at Home, Wellness Wednesdays, Fitness Fridays, and our expert briefings, as well as our Spanish language series, EP Salud en Casa. Learn more about upcoming programming and register at parkinson.org/pdhealth. Light of Day is presented by, or the PD Health at Home is presented by Light of Day, whose generosity has made today's program possible. And with that, I am pleased to introduce today's Mindfulness Monday facilitator, Barbara Leffler, a retired clinical psychologist and registered nurse, as well as a devoted care partner to her husband, Gary, who's been diagnosed with Parkinson's for 8 years. Barbara serves as a Parkinson's Foundation, Parkinson's ambassador, advocating for hospital safety and education for people with Parkinson's across the Rocky Mountains region. She and Gary, a Vietnam veteran, are part of the VA caregiver program in Colorado, where she provides dedicated support. Barbara has been a valued contributor to Mindfulness Mondays, offering her deep knowledge and compassionate perspective to our community. We're so grateful to have her with us today to share her wisdom and guidance. Thanks so much, Barbara, for being here, and I'll hand it over to you. Oh, hold on.
Sorry, had to unmute. Sorry
There
about
you
that.
go.
Thank you so much, Erin. Hello, everyone. It's good to see you again. I haven't been here for a while, and I'll tell you why in a moment. It's always so good to see all of you in community. This is my community too. As Erin said, my husband has Parkinson's disease, and we're very involved in the Parkinson's community, both with the foundation in Denver and Colorado, and also with the VA. So I chose today's topic, embracing the ordinary, beginning with personal reasons. Sometimes we become so busy chasing after the extraordinary or dealing with medical issues and appointments that we overlook the beauty right in front of us. And that certainly happened to me. During 2025, my husband experienced multiple critical illnesses, hospitalizations, and surgeries. There were too many stressful days and nights to count. And I leaned on nature, I leaned on holiday lights and homemade food made by our neighbors. They were all a comfort to me. This summer, we've once again experienced the awe of being in our garden, of listening to the birds, watching them build their nests. And this time's different. We're savoring those ordinary moments more than ever. And it was a reminder to me that we don't have to be anywhere else but right now to experience beauty and joy and awe. There's no need to have everything in order, have everything perfect, or go to a special place or have a special occasion. Life happens in our ordinary moments. In fact, our simple routines can be stabilizing for us and provide comfort during stressful times. There's actually growing evidence in neuroscience and positive psychology that everyday joy is what sustains us. The more we notice and the longer we appreciate small pleasures, the more we are hardwiring our brains for more of the same. And when we share it, it hardwires our brains even more. The poet Mary Oliver said, "Pay attention, be astonished, and tell about it." And I think she has a good point. Dealing with the ups and downs of Parkinson's disease can put our nervous systems in survival mode, as many of you probably know, often being on full alert, leading to a stress response. And the human brain is wired to pay more attention to negative events than it is to positive ones. But when our nervous systems sense what Deb Dana, a social worker, calls glimmers or tiny positive moments, they accumulate and create sparks of joy. Our stress cycles then interrupted, moving into safety mode where we feel connected, calm, and relaxed. The beauty of all this is we don't have to travel or be in the perfect setting to experience these moments of awe and wonder. When we pay attention, the ordinary becomes alive and becomes extraordinary. Thich Nhat Hanh, a revered mindfulness meditation teacher, said, "Come home to the present moment." Whether that be watching a sunset, drinking a cup of tea, walking among nature, the smell of the garden after the rain, peeling an orange, a blanket of snow in winter, a favorite song, or the look of wonder on a child's face. These ordinary moments are not ordinary when we truly are here for them. Being with these ordinary moments helps us feel connected to the present. But as you know, this takes practice. So I thought we could practice together today and share in this extraordinary, ordinary moment of being together. So let's begin by getting comfortable wherever you are. If you'd like to sit or lie down or stand, whatever works for you, just get comfortable and nestled in. And as you are getting comfortable, if you'd like to close your eyes, close your eyes. And if you're not comfortable closing your eyes, just having a gentle downward gaze. And just notice your breath. No need to change it. Just breathing in, breathing out. And as you do, as you notice, I'm going to begin by sharing a poem. This poem is by Pat Schneider, and it's called The Patience of Ordinary Things. It is a kind of love, is it not? How the cup holds the tea, how the chair stands sturdy and foursquare, how the floor receives the bottoms of shoes or toes, how soles of feet know where they're supposed to be. I've been thinking about the patience of ordinary things, how clothes wait respectfully in closets, and soap dries quietly in the dish, and towels drink the wet from the skin of the back, and the lovely repetition of stairs. And what is more generous than a window? What is more generous than a window? So again, just noticing your breath without changing it. And if you're not comfortable focusing on the breath, you can focus on any other part of your body. And as you're breathing in, you might say, I'm calming my body. Breathing in, I calm my body. And breathing out, inviting a smile to your face. Breathing out, inviting a smile to your face. Just arriving in the present moment as you are. No need to change, no need to do anything except being here in the present moment right now. And now I invite you to recall one small thing that made you smile today. One small thing. Or perhaps a beloved memory that made you smile. Bringing either one to mind. And when we smile, the muscles of our face relax and tension releases. It's like yoga for the face. So as you remember what made you smile, just be with it. Savoring it. Embracing it. Without analyzing. Just experiencing the present moment with your heart. And as you do, using your senses, noticing, what did you see? What did you feel? What did you smell? Touch, taste, or hear that is pleasant or calming, that brought or brings that smile to your face. And as you remember, noticing what's happening to your body right now. Just noticing what happens when you remember, when you use your senses to notice what's happening right now in your body. And as we remember, we might say, thank you. Thank you for this ordinary moment. Thank you for what I almost missed. And remembering the more we practice, the more the world opens to us in ordinary moments of our lives. When we slow down, when we turn off the autopilot, when we let go or don't reach for our phones, we're able to see things in a new light. And we may notice that everything glimmers a bit more. Joy and beauty are the gifts of noticing the ordinary. And the more we notice these precious ordinary moments, the more we may become aware of feeling gratitude. Gratitude for what is right before us. If we only slow down and pay attention. And let's take a few more moments to savor what you're remembering and know that you can bring this to mind whenever you choose, whether it be a stressful time or just a time you want to be in the moment with something that made you smile. And as you breathe in, calming your body, and breathing out, inviting a smile. Breathing in, breathing out. Experiencing the present moment with our hearts. Just this moment. Just this ordinary, extraordinary moment. Here is a poem by Mary Oliver called Mindful. Every day I see or hear something that more or less kills me with delight, that leaves me like a needle in the haystack of light. It was what I was born for, to look, to listen, to lose myself inside this soft world, to instruct myself over and over in joy and acclamation. Nor am I talking about the exceptional, the fearful, the dreadful, the very extravagant, but of the ordinary, the common, the very drab, the daily presentations. Oh, good scholar, I say to myself, how can you help but grow wise with such teachings as these? The untrimmable light of the world, the oceans shine, the prayers that are made out of grass. And so remembering that you can make a list of these glimmers that you can rely on, go back to, and savor. And so when you're ready, just come back into the room and we'll have a few moments to share. And as I mentioned earlier, when we share these extraordinary, ordinary moments, these glimmers, they actually become stronger in the retelling, and they actually have a positive effect on our brains. So I thought it might be helpful if anyone would like to share what made them smile, if you're comfortable doing that. And you can put it in the chat. I'll look for those. And we will be sharing the references for the poems, for both of the poems. So if anyone would like to share in the chat what made them smile or any reaction to our time together today, you're welcome to do so. Fluorescent pink impatience at the Arboretum today, or yesterday, excuse me. That's wonderful. One of my favorite places is going to the Botanic Gardens here in Denver and just being there. Great mindfulness exercise, thank you. I found out today that our bid on a new home was accepted. Now that is a great smile. The cat stealing my chair on the porch. Let's see. Messages from our grandsons as the school year begins. Oh, that's wonderful. My new grandson's smile. Thank you. Petting my dog Lily makes me smile. I love that. I like the reference to the window in the poem. Looking out my window at the birds makes me smile. I can really relate to that. We have watched the house wrens build a nest in this tiny little house through our dining room window. Our gardener came to the door and asked how my husband was doing before he started working in the garden. Grateful. Oh, that's so loving. My wall of family photos, the remembered look of grandchildren's faces. These are wonderful. A sweet little girl peeking at me around the corner and smiles. Photos of my two young granddaughters getting ready for their first day of preschool and toddler room. Aw. Puffy white clouds after 4 days of rain. Puppies. I volunteer at a shelter socializing and basic training 8-week-old to 4-month-old pups. Today I received an update on one of the beautiful puppies who was adopted last week. 10 days have passed since I've seen her, and she's grown much bigger and more beautiful and even more smart. My great-grandson's visit from New York to LA. He's divine, but leaving to go back to New York today. His photographs his mother sends makes me smile. Thank you. My great-granddaughter eating her birthday cake. Sharing a picture with my grandson. Oh, thank you. I was thinking back on one of them that about a cat. We have a neighborhood cat that actually belongs to someone, has a collar, but he wanders around the neighborhood, and we have two little chairs on our front porch that have a cover on them, and we're always finding his white fur. I think he sleeps there and takes naps during the night, and we're always so happy to see his fur. So, oh, it's wonderful all that you shared, that you experienced, and that brings a smile to your face. Thank you so much to everybody for sharing, and thanks for being here today on Mindfulness Monday, and thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Barbara. That was lovely. I was agreeing with all the things people were enjoying and really helpful to think about those things when it's raining or when your day is a little cloudy. So let's talk about next week will be our Spanish Mindfulness Monday. And the following week, our Mindfulness Monday, will be on August 31st. Dr. Taylor Rush invites you to slow down, breathe, and reconnect with yourself and your Parkinson's community through a guided mindfulness practice. Together, we'll explore simple ways to ground the body, calm the mind, and cultivate compassion and clarity you can carry into your week. And remember, we have got archived Mindfulness Mondays on our website and any other previous episodes. And please know we are here for you. Do not hesitate to reach out. Our website and our helpline, 1-800-4PD-INFO, or you can email us. We're here for you and can address any type of concerns or resources you may be looking for. Thanks again for joining us, and I hope you have a great start to your week. Take care.